Another step and poor Lady Eileen dies. Where's Lord Bensley? The deal was he'd give us the money himself. Orc, show her. Hand over the gold. Now. Orc, send her over. The money. Now. Defend yourselves, men.
More enemies ahead! Let us end this! As you say. Is the go. As you say. I shall do it. As you say.
We have done well.
Thank the Maker, thank you. I thought I was going to die in there.
Dark spawn! Watch out! Let's fight! Let us do it quickly! Dark spawn! Very well. As you say.
it's the Warden Commander. The rumours about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
Very well.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate. I suppose my father is lucky his didn't end up there.
Ah, can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too. Oh, the fact that there are pies around to smell is a step up for me. I've had a pieless existence, more or less. I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me. The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end. The Tevinter Imperium has a better way, but we know how that argument flies around here. All I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools. See? I knew you understood. Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile, that's all.
Looking for some company, honey pie? I'm always available for riveting conversations with fine women. Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first. Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did. That buck was a sly one, he was. He had big feet and a... Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right, and as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the darkspawn appeared. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook 2 screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble? A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a darkspawn pit, here it is. Maker bless you.
Why won't you let us in? The Darkspawn are coming!
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the city.
Well, they don't look infected. And he has children.
Look, we let some in, we'll have the rest scratching at our eyes. No exceptions.
Make her spit on you, you heartless bastard!
Now we can back. I shall do it. Most excellent.
We're going down into that. Figures. Ooh, it's an unstable, crumbling chasm. Let's go and play in it. So, you're a How.
Do you have a point, mage?
Hey, I'm fond of the Hows. I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
How clever.
Oh, it's shameful how long it took me to come up with that.
That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed.
was close. For a moment there, I thought I was really about to join the Legion of the Dead. I might have cracked a rib, but it's hard to be sure. Everything hurts. No, I'm fine. I just need to catch my breath. Anyway, I can't chat for long. I should probably go back, as foolish as that sounds, see if there's anything I can do. The old fortress of Calharol. There's something going on there. I think the Darkspawn are breeding an army. The Legion went to investigate, but Calharol proved too much for us. It was a massacre, and now I'm the only one left. When I saw my friends cut down, I got scared. I fled. The Darkspawn have changed. They're smart now. They destroyed the Legion. I saw them taking some of the women, and I wasn't about to stick around for that. Except it is a fight that cannot be won. Not alone. But if the Darkspawn are really breeding an army, I can't stay here. I have to do something. Huh. That's convenient. The ancestors must have had a hand in this. I'll show you where Calharol is. Safety in numbers, yes? Excellent. With your help, destroying this nest is no longer impossible. Merely improbable.
Oh, an optimist then.
Let's not waste time. Calharol awaits, and Darkspawn, when left to their own devices, get up to all kinds of nonsense. As you say. As you say.
You seem rather attached to that cat, Anders.
It's more that he's rather attached to me. Isn't that right, Sir Pouncelot?
Isn't that name a little ridiculous?
What do you think I should call him? Frederick?
There are worse names, I suppose.
Seneschal Verrill is ready for you in the throne room, Commander. Your vassals await.
Just give me a moment.
Where is he? I know he's here. Cough him up, Warden. You're not gonna pull the moss over my eyes. Ogren, get your hairy ass down here.
Hang on to your beard, woman. Is this a conjugal visit? Looking for Ogren to grease the old wheel?
Don't lay a finger on me. You've done a lot of stupid things on a whim, but joining the Wardens...
Didn't you say it would be... hot?
We were role-playing.
Look, I didn't sign up on a whim, alright? You kicked me out.
You were just looking for an excuse.
You kept trying to make me into something I'm not. I can't play house like you want me to. I'm only good at one thing, Fells, and it's killing.
He's always been good at killing. That and making absolutely nug-brain decisions. You had a good thing in the army. They respected you.
Fellasy, I finally got the old conquer on straight, and I don't belong anywhere but here.
Fine, Ogren, if that's what you want. The baby and I will just have to get by without you.
I'd just end up being hit. She's a tiny thing, but packs a surprising wallop. And in this mood, she'd go straight for my danglers. Come on, there's Darkspawn waiting to be killed.
You know, I'm actually not the first How to be a Grey Warden. Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padric Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died. I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to. My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. I told you that the bow you gave me was my grandfather's, didn't I? Thank you for that. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are Darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
You are gonna pay me, right? For all that arse-whipping I do for you? A stipend. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, what's a stipend? Money. Now there's a word I understand. What an arrangement. You feed me and I get to take my frustrations out on the Darkspawn. Anyway, can I have a pony? Nah, it's okay. I know you think I'm just... Bronca used to collect these little horse statues. Whoa, everything's spinning. And you're very shiny. Gonna go sit down now. Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
When do we get going? Darkspawn don't kill themselves, you know. Wow. I I've never seen so many books in my life. This one's a Navaran romance. Pretty spicy, too, from the looks of it. What's an Antivan milk sandwich? Oh. Oh, I see. I'll just put that back. I've only read one book. My friend Varlin taught me while we were in the Legion. He only had the one. He's dead now. He was a noble, once. From House Volney. I don't know why he ended up in the Legion. He wouldn't say. I saw death take my friends, knowing it would take him as well. I fought hard to keep us both alive. Varlin embraced the Legion's philosophy, that we were already dead. I couldn't let go like that. Survival. That's what matters. That's what Dusttown taught me. If I'm gonna get through all these books before the Darkspawn find me, I need to get started. For me? Oh, wow!
You need anything, Commander?
I'm here to serve, Commander. I will do what can be done, but you would be wise to keep alert for trading possibilities in your journeys. If you can persuade any merchants to trade here, it would benefit the Vigil considerably. Very well, Commander.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Al Rendenhau's vassals. Now they will be yours. Al-Hau was enough of a bastard to do that all on his own. But it is possible he had confederates. Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander. Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Commander.
Ban Esmeralda of Amaranthine. As is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmeralda, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against her or her heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. There's really only two who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbreck, master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmeralda rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire. So you remember me, young Kuzland, although you're not so young anymore. I swear to you and Andraste I had no part in Hau's treachery. My concern isn't that, however. As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food? Thank you, my liege.
I see that Lord Edelbreck wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander?
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. Edelbrecht speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade. As you wish.
Villages come and go, but a city that has been sacked can take generations to recover.
Commander.
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them. I wish I was less certain, sir. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition. Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense. She's a sly one, said Tamra, but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce. We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts. Not bleeding likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies. No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know. You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do. You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost. Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to.
Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
Very well.
Yes.
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 You don't always wear robes, do you?
Not when I'm naked, I don't.
I mean when you run from the circle. Robes would make you easy to spot.
So does the big I'm a mage sign around my neck. I like to make it easy for the Templars.
Ah, so that's how it's going to be.
You're back, eh? What's it like out there? Darkspawn crawling all over? Thank the Maker. Mika's been afraid to move from this spot since he lost a stupid thing.
Sorry, couldn't go without Lucky Deerfoot. Thanks for finding it.
And now we're getting away before the Darkspawn arrive. Good luck to you.
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey. Of course, Commander.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the Commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. Yes, Warden Commander. The smugglers have us scrambling, to be honest. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
Ooh, fingers twitching, so much shiny. I know better than to nick any of this. I was just remembering. Growing up castless in Dusttown, we took what we could get, when we could get it. But that doesn't excuse what I was. A thief and a lying rotten duster. Let's move along before the temptation becomes too great. I've only so much self-control. For me?
I once knew someone who bought a piece of Andraste's shin bone in the Amaranthine market.
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel, I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back, once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you. Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighboring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square. Yes, that much is clear. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all? Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organization. You have my promise.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board? Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
As you say.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help. You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns. Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able? It will be done. Give me some time.
Aye, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages. Word of advice. Don't let him sweet-talk you. He's very good at that.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. It is. It really is. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Shall we get a move on?
I've watched you fight, Sigrun. The Legion of the Dead trains its people well.
Oh, they taught me a few tricks, but I was fighting long before then.
Oh, you fought in Orzamar's army?
Fighting for scraps of food, for a place to sleep, for survival.
Oh, I didn't mean...
It's all right. You're a noble. Very well.
I hear Hubert's gang.
Bleeding and there's pus and everything. We should rise up.
Huh?
Rise up and take back power. Back from all those nosy guards and who watch us with their eyes.
Sure.
I'll do it, you just watch. Once I get another ale.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
The Archdemon.
But Andraste could call on the Maker.
That would be cheating. Are you calling Andraste a dirty cheater?
She cheated on her husband, didn't she?
Something I can do for you, friend? And who are you supposed to be that's asking? Oh, welcome, my lady. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her. Just Darkspawn raids outside the city. Everyone's keeping close to Amaranthine. Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
What can I get for you, friend?
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now. Said he was tracking some Darkspawn, one particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those Darkspawn. Acting obvious. Like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right? No, he took a lot of notes while he drank. Always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room. My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
I shall do it. As you say. I shall do it. As you say.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further. Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
Yes, of course. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
It shall be done.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our Maker.
Oh, how nice! I shall do it.
Give shelter to the weary and lift up the weak. In time, the Maker will see and smile upon your deeds. Give shelter to the weary and lift up the weak. In time, the Maker will see and smile upon your deeds.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. I've only newly taken my vows. The more senior Templars have returned to Denerim for more men. They suggested I find someone more skilled, like you, who could apprehend the Maleficarum. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work.
Don't touch me! Don't!
It shall be done.
The sins of man brought the blight to us. And now this. The sins of you. We must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to heed this lesson and join us in prayer. It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn. People are far too lax in tending to their spiritual affairs.
Very well.
What can I get for you, friend?
I shall do it. You should let Sir Pounce-a-Lot out more. Must be stuffy in that robe.
Out? You mean out to play with the Darkspawn? Such a great idea.
All right, I see your point.
Doors busted down, skulls thumped, and vices preyed upon. But I have answers. My services are expensive for a reason. I could not unearth the conspirators' identities. They are paranoid. But I know they meet at Old Stark's farm on the Ferroval Plains. Make her be with you.
Lizard eyes? Perhaps a heart. Yes, heart's blood.
It shall be done. It is begun.
Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
Oh, sorry about that. Why, you ungrateful, backstabbing duster!
Commander, that's not what she's mad about. But...
Name's Misha. I was a merchant until she ruined me. I had her running errands, trying to keep one duster out of trouble. I thought I was doing a good deed. Then, I hear House Bimo's lost a gold statuette of their paragon. Next day, it turns up in my shop.
I tried to say no, but Barat said he'd kill you if I refused. He needed to get rid of it.
House Bimo could have had me executed. You could have spoken up, told them the truth.
And then Barat would have killed me. I'm in the Legion of the Dead now. I'm going to die in the deep roads, Misha.
I have to deliver these skins to the tanner. Need to make a living somehow. Out of my way, Brand.
It's in the past. We should move on, Commander.
You bloody bastard! You won't catch me!
I shall do it.
I'll show you why mages are bad!
Good! Another down. It shall be done.
Keep normal. Yes, everything
I think
is
that's where the
fine.
phylacteries are. It's probably guarded.
Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes, everything is fine.
Enemies approaching!
So good to see you again. It seems I owe you a reward, yes? Yes, of course.
As you say.
No guards? Maybe they don't want to draw attention to the cache. Could we be that lucky?
It shall be done.
And here I almost believed the infamous Anders wouldn't take the bait.
Ah, yes. I suppose I should have known it would be you.
You made a poor choice with this one, Commander. Anders will never submit, not to us and not to you. So far, yes. I'll make sure that this murderer is never a bother to anyone again.
What? No, you can't arrest me! King Alistair allowed my conscription.
The Chantry's authority supersedes the crown in this matter. You cannot hide within the Grey Warden's ranks. Hardly surprising. The Grey Wardens have ever been a haven for criminals and Maleficar. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Anders, but it will avail you naught. Now you come with us.
I wonder if Nemea knew about this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. You stood by me, and I appreciate that. I guess they do. Anyhow, let's go before someone else rushes in to waggle a finger at us.
It shall be done.
By the power in my blood, you will suffer for what you have done to my apprentices!
Your name on
Hey, you can't just barge in here. Let's teach this fool a lesson.
Very well. Time for your daily dose of death.
That went well,
Thankfully.
Hey, why didn't we think of this earlier? Wine and women all day and all night.
Here's to our mysterious benefactor.
Long may this cow be milked.
Very well.
The scum called in some help. Got them all.
Who's up for a nice big serving of pain? No fortune help give us.
How do the Templars always fight? Incredibly angry. That's see? There must be some tricks to be sure. Including women. The maids.
Miss! Our skill has won the day.
I do my best.
It figures, actually. There used to be another statue here. It was of Byron Howe, my great-uncle. He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did. Don't bother. Nobody here will want to see it. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Callan had. Now it's all gone. Curse my father and his idiot ambition. He lost everything for us, didn't he? Not too much pressure, right? I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
Is there some great ceremony when someone joins the Legion of the Dead?
It's called a funeral.
Right, but is it boring and somber like a regular funeral? I mean, you're not burying anyone.
This is true. Dwarven funerals involve a great deal of ale and singing. Then there's an orgy.
What? You're kidding!
Of course I'm kidding.
We've been discovered.
Quickly! We must fight for a nice starving pain!
So you never told me what the ceremony was like.
It begins with chanting and toasts. Then we bid our families farewell. Then wailing and tears.
That does sound like a funeral. How depressing.
We're not the Legion of jaunty pub songs.
I think how much easier recruitment would be if you were.
Commander. Just give me a moment.
May I point out that you're all right? And remarkably lovely, if I'm allowed to say. Really, when the Templars came for me, you could have decided I wasn't worth the trouble. But I apparently am worth the trouble. Considering I'm usually a lot of trouble, I should be grateful. When you recruited me, I thought I was jumping from the frying pan into the fire. But being a warden is almost tolerable. It's a pleasant stroll through the park, with Darkspawn. You're a giver. I'm very grateful. I thought it was worth mentioning. Thank you, Commander, for everything.
We should keep our mind on the task at hand.
No rest for the wicked, huh?
I didn't think I'd ever see Misha again. After all, she's exiled and I'm in the Legion. Maybe the ancestors thought it would be funny to see me get yelled at on the street. No, she wasn't. It's all true. Misha caught me stealing a leg of nug once, and instead of telling the shopkeeper, she paid for it. She said the casteless turned a crime because we have no options. If she could help one casteless girl, but I proved that I'm scum. Just as they always said. The Legion changes people. Some change for the better, others for the worse. But all of us change. I know now, having lost many friends, that friendship isn't something to be squandered. Perhaps I could make amends. Misha said something about working for a tanner. I could visit, just to talk. Thank you. Well, I should rest. Busy days ahead of us.
Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
You need anything, Commander?
Yes.
Yes.
People talk about me stinking up the joint.
What are you on about now?
Cat piss. Little kitty there makes me want to vomit.
Don't listen to him, Sir Pouncelot. You smell just fine.
More enemies ahead!
Do it. It shall be done. It is begun. I shall do it.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? You could say that. I've tried those, but they only stop the itching for a few hours. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. I'm special. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
Did you see those two throwing money around last night?
I wish I had a mysterious benefactor.
You? Going to get me kicked out of Amaranthine too?
I know that nothing I say will make things better, so I want to give you this.
A ring. What is this, a proposal? You're not my type.
It'll fetch a fair price, even on the surface, to help you rebuild your life.
This looks like the crest of House Volney. Stole this off a noble, did you? How much are we talking? I reckon this thing's worth at least 20 sovereigns. True. And one of the gems is chipped. I'll take your 15. You've a true friend here, Sigrun. Try not to ruin it. And here's your ring. It must be important to you.
It is. Thank you, Misha.
This will go a long way. I could start another business. You've done right, Sigrun.
She was pestering him about making an honest woman of her. So the dumb bastard says, I'll marry you when you figure out how to make whiskey come out of your tits. Ah. Heard she wrecked 2 windows and most of her west wall trying to get at him with a pitchfork.
So what does the Legion do when you're not, you know, dying?
I'm not sure. We do that a lot.
You can't do it all hours of the day. There must be some times when you're not out getting killed.
In those hours, we listen to smart-mouth mages ask stupid questions.
I always thought dwarves would be nicer.
I always thought mages would be smarter. It is begun. As you say.
He hung himself. Oh, Karen, why couldn't you have told me?
I shall do it. As you say. It shall be done.
don't actually think your jokes are funny, do you?
Could have sworn that fly was buzzing again.
Har! Let me tell you about my life in one word.
Oh no, don't take me back to the tower. I'm far, far too delicate.
I'm not only a dwarf, I'm a moron. Listen to me fart.
Oh no, big Templar man. What are you going to do with that sword?
Ew.
Don't play with fire unless you want to get burned, son.